I didn't know that. I was actually just like, wait, what? Holy smokes, I didn't know that. I was actually just like, wait, what? Holy smokes, I didn't know that. I was actually just like, wait, what? Holy smokes, I didn't know that. I was actually just like, wait, what? Holy smokes, I didn't know that. I was actually just like, wait, what? Holy smokes, I didn't know that. I was actually just like, wait, what? Holy smokes, I didn't know that. I was actually just like, wait, what? Holy smokes, I didn't know that. I was actually just like, wait, what? Holy smokes, I didn't know that. I was actually just like, wait, what? Holy smokes, I didn't know that. I was actually just like, wait, what? Holy smokes, I didn't know that. I was actually just like, wait, what? Holy smokes, I didn't know that. I was actually just like, wait, what? Holy smokes, I didn't know that.
See him making the shots, but they don't see the preparation that goes into it.
I was actually just like, wait, what?
A lot of stretching.
Holy smokes, I didn't know that.
A lot of running. See him making the shots, but they don't see the preparation that goes into it.
I was actually just like, wait, what?
A lot of stretching. Like I said, if you want to watch this thing from start to finish, they don't see the preparation that goes into it.
I was actually just like, wait, what?
Our YouTube channel, and I will be checking in periodically here on Instagram. Yeah. Skyler, yeah, man, he's yeah, like for the little kids program, man. That's something he's good with, you know. I bet you he taught you how to shoot a jumper, but I bet you don't shoot it as well as he did. It's funny how that works. All right, I've said it a few times now. He is trying to break his own record, yes, sir, Jimmy. So if you want to see it from the full view, from start to finish, tune into our YouTube, Dr. Buckets, and we are rolling. Fly over to our YouTube right now. Here we go. Do I share?
It's 11 and oh no, that's just gonna give you a link.
Well, because I think I just did, and then it was like.
Click share.
Yeah, why not? I think that's just gonna put it on.
It makes it a reel.
Okay. Do you want to do that?
No, it's not.
Yeah, we're ready.
Swipe down on it.
Wait, let me see if I can just save it.
3, 2, 1.
I'm just gonna do a video. All right, folks, here we go. We're off. Another attempt at breaking the record for 3-pointers in an hour. We've got Ryan Martin shooting. Our rebounders today, handing the ball off to Ryan is Ian Robertshaw. Right next to the rack, setting Ian up is Liam Grass. You've got Ben Darling down below chasing the long balls, and you've got Mike McDonald right underneath catching the ones that are coming through the net. And last but certainly not least, our fallback, our safety, you've got Matt Stanger over there. And we're already up to 14 made threes. If you tuned in to our last attempt, we all know that Ryan is the current record holder. I believe it's Guinness approved. I'm not 100% sure, but they pending approval, so they've seen it, and they're just watching all the videos. They're pending approval, and we are trying to do one better and break it again tonight before they even get the chance to put it in. As you can see, we're all in our What Would Pat Do shirts. Obviously, there was a pretty big tragedy in our community recently. If you haven't heard, or if you weren't lucky enough to know Pat, Pat Moody was instrumental in a lot of rec basketball that went on in this area, whether it was for adults, whether it was for kids, whether he was the coach, whether he was organizing, whether he was unlocking his back door to let people into his gym, just a great guy, and somebody who would really appreciate something like this. So yeah, if you haven't gotten a chance yet to donate to the Pat Moody Foundation, get on Facebook. I'm sure one of your friends has shared the link. You can go to my Facebook page, Alex Lingatis. I know I've shared the link, and just, don't be afraid to give, because this money is all going to go to a good cause, which means something to Pat and the rest of us here. So that's why we're in those shirts. We're doing this for Pat today, and yeah, hopefully you guys will throw in a quick donation, because I know that he's somebody who would donate to something similar. Anyway, that being said, we're already up to 55 made threes. It looks like we're about 2.5 minutes in or so. Notice we're shooting on the other side than we were last time. That's not by plan. Unfortunately, the other scoreboard was not working. So here we are. We also have JoJo Deshanes. If you haven't checked him out, check out his Instagram. He does a lot of great action shots for young basketball players and adults too. He's got a couple nice videos of me up there too. If you want to catch the good stuff, But yeah, this couldn't be possible without JoJo. Everyone out there, as you can see, is far too old to have any of this information going, but luckily we have him behind the scenes, so here we are. Yeah, if anybody, has any questions or anything like that, if anybody wants to maybe say anything about Pat Moody or anything like that, feel free to comment. I'm going to be perusing the comments. I'm going to be giving some feedback to people, and yeah, we're going to see where this night takes us. So we're already up to 80 made threes. Not even at 55 minutes left, and we're seeing Stanger's for its first involvement of the night. Stanger's the safe hands there. He's a former goalie for Lake Region High School, so not much is going to get past him. Got the safe hands. All right, let me go. Let's check the YouTube out. Let's see if there's any comments. Any comments, concerns, any questions? Let's see if anybody thinks I'm annoying this time around. Well, I know last time people weren't that happy with my talking, but I got the call back, so the important man must have thought I did a good job. So here we are. All right, we're pulling it up. We're pulling it up. No comments yet. Come on, guys. I'm bored. What do you guys think? How's Ryan's form look? What do you think he's going to do, right? What do we think he's going to finish with? Who's getting the free lesson and the free T-shirt? Have you guys put your guesses in yet? I think it's too late to put your guesses in.
Yes.
Too late to put your guesses in, but if you have, let's go through them right now. I'm gonna go to his. First, I'm gonna look at his Instagram page, and let's go through a few of the guesses just to see where people are at. All right. We've got Jacob Tatum, an absolute dog. He didn't even put a guess in there. Tatum probably thinks he's a good enough shooter anyway. Nah, I'm just kidding, Jacob. If you're watching, I'm joking. All right, we got 1,156 from Ashley Ramsey, a former hooper herself, man. You want to talk about somebody who could shoot it? She made a few jumpers in her time. Liam Grass, the man who's in charge of handing the ball off to Ian, he put in a guess of 1,187. That's a good amount right there. Ian Robershaw, looks like he had a guess of 1,184. Jack Magellis, the Lake Region alumni, a former player of Ryan Martin, he put in 1,151. To me that seems like a pretty realistic guess. That's a few more than he had last time. I think we all expect him to do better, but you never know. So I think, Jack, right now, I think you got a pretty darn good guess right there. And underneath that, we got Brody Sandberg. He's got 1,199. That's a good guess right there. I think Brody is another one who got the pleasure of playing for Ryan, I should say. And then we've got Keelan Donovan, 1,210. That's some confidence in Ryan right there. But I do know you're better to have confidence in Ryan than to be the opposite way, because he'll probably show you up if you're not believing in him. What do we got? I know I shared this post on my Facebook, and I had somebody swipe up on my story and say 20. Now, I don't know if they knew what was going on or if they were joking or this or that, but I think that 20, as you can see, we've already passed that mark. All right. Boom, okay. I'm a happy man because I just got a text from my part-time captain of the Wyndham League. They had somebody bail on him, so I got a game tonight, boys and girls. Oh yeah, we're going to play after this. Here we go. All right, what are we at now? Ryan's up to 167.
I'm gonna see what his pace was during the last
Yeah.
one.
If you,
Go check and see what that
anything that you have numbers wise and this and that, man, I'm not a numbers guy. You throw numbers at me and we'll try to make sense of them in our head. We do have JoJo back here, as I said. You know, he's a little camera shy sometimes, but we'll try to get his voice heard. You know, you've all seen his work, but now it's time to hear his work.
What are we at, 52?
We're at 107. Oh, 52 minutes. Yeah, sorry. Yep.
Oh, wow. He is above.
Looks like we're a little above pace, maybe.
Yep, I'll get you the exact number. In a
Perfect. I will say, while we're waiting for that exact number, it's important to note Ryan, a few weeks ago, was in Sports Illustrated for his last attempt at the record, which is a pretty cool feat. I don't know many people who have been in Sports Illustrated.
Currently 10 above his last
He's
pace.
10 above pace right now, which is very good because he was above pace in his last attempt as well around this time. So if you look at that, yeah, wow, look at that. He is. He's just a little. Oh, I like that. So we've got the video of his old one running on JoJo's phone, so we'll be able to check every now and then where we're at. All right. So he's about. We're around 5 above pace right now, unless they're behind on
We
that.
are a little behind, but
I think we're a little behind on the scoreboard, but they'll catch up. This is a hard job. I'll never forget the first time we attempted this record that we were not prepared for. They had me on the scoreboard. Did not go well. Did not go well. Anyway, here we are again, and just to touch back on that Sports Illustrated thing. First, we want to thank Sports Illustrated for taking the time to notice something like that from our little corner of the world. It's not every day, you know, somebody from our area gets recognized like that, but that's part of the reason why we're doing this, right? That's part of the reason why we're so happy with the Cooper flag, and why, you know, guys like Pat Moody, who, you know, tragically are no longer with us. That's why people like that are so important in our area. People like Ryan, people like all these guys over here rebounding, right? Like, all these little things are what makes basketball special, right? It's not all about playing the game. It's not all about high school basketball. It's not all about college and the pros. It's about the little things too. So here we are, thinking about potentially going live real quick on the Instagram. If anybody, if we have any real loyal fans who are going to be jumping back and forth, the Instagram is about to go live.
let me put something on the Instagram real quick.
Yeah. First,
A link to the YouTube.
yes. First, we're going to get a link up there, so anyone who's following along through Instagram will get a chance to come and join you guys on the stream. All right. It's also important to mention that this is an official attempt at the world record. We are following all the guidelines put in place by Guinness. We do not have a representative here, which is okay because we have, I believe it's 3 cameras pointed at different angles at Ryan and 1 on the scoreboard. So we are completely in tune with the Guinness regulations here. So this is an official attempt. We've been training also, one thing to mark your calendars for. We don't have an exact date for it yet, but just something to be thinking about. We've been training for the most free throws in an hour as well, and I will say that is a much tougher challenge. Although it is free throws, and you'd think it's easier, the amount that we have to make per minute is much higher. So, well, I say we. The amount Ryan has to make per minute is much higher. But that will be coming soon. And actually, no, it looks like we're training for free throws in 24 hours. My bad. Or no, free throws in an hour, and then threes in 24 hours. So there's 2 records that will be coming your way shortly, right? So make sure you bookmark the page if you're on YouTube. I don't know if they still call it bookmarking. Make sure that you subscribe and you follow the page so you will know when the next stuff happens. Now, we'll give some quiet for a second. Let's watch Ryan shoot and listen to that ball go through the net. And you'll almost be surprised if it doesn't. And again, I want to mention we're all in, I think it was a week and a half ago or so, they were able to dedicate the Wyndham courts near the police station. They're now the Pat Moody courts. And if you got to see anything from that night, there was 1,000 people there, all in celebration of Pat. He was lucky enough to be there as well. He made the first basket on the court right over Jeff Manchester. And if any of you guys know, that's a big name to score on. And yeah, you know, this is something that I think Pat would think is really cool thing. In fact, I know he was watching the last time we went for this record. He was lucky enough to be watching it from a beach. I think he was I don't know where he was on vacation, but I know he was watching last time, and I know he's watching this time, and I know he's watching down on a lot of us right now. It's not an easy thing to talk about, but you know, we lost a true legend in our community, and everyone's responding in their own ways. But here we are, keeping his name alive and having some fun. You know, just like Pat would want us to do. So here we are having some fun. Check out the Instagram where we're about to go live again. All right, folks, we are live on the Instagram again, and we've got the stream going over here. This is some behind the scenes stuff of what we got going on here. We got the JoJo Deshane's experience.
Oh, yeah.
Here he is right here. Catch him at your local high school games this winter, getting the goods, getting the good photos.
Maine Celtics games too.
And Maine Celtics teams, that's right. If you haven't seen his work with the Maine Celtics, I mean, that's like being a kid. You know, I can say this with confidence. Me and JoJo were from the same area. You know, I'm a little older than him. I was lucky enough to coach him for a few years in basketball. Seeing the stuff that this kid is doing with the Maine Celtics, with Cooper Flagg, with Ryan Martin, you know, with all the high schools around. We're very lucky to have a guy like him to help make sure we have all this, right? Because without this, we don't have that, right? There's no Guinness without this. Anyway, thank you all for joining. Thank you all. What do we got going on? What are we at now? We're
Currently 35 above pace.
We are currently 35 above pace. Now, one thing to keep in mind is as we get longer into this challenge, it is harder to stay above pace because you're going to get tired, you know? I challenge any of you to go stand in your kitchen and jump up and down for an hour long. It's not an easy task. But yeah, here it is. Ryan Martin's the shooter. You got Ian Robershaw there handing it off. Liam Grass is the rack setter. Stanger's there fielding the passes for Liam. Behind him is Mike McDonald. And then you've got the great Ben Darling down there, proudly in the Lake Region gym. I know how much he loves this gym, so, you know. Yeah. Thank you, Georgia. We love you too, you know. Anybody have any comments, any questions, any concerns? Feel free to send in any comments here on Instagram, or if you want to go to the YouTube and comment them there, I'll be checking that. Yeah. Robert Robb. Ryan's the GOAT. He sure is, man. I don't know, with a name like that, you're the GOAT. Robert Robb? That's a GOAT name.
Yeah.
That's a GOAT name.
Superhero.
Where do y'all practice at? We practice right here. The only difference is, sorry, my camera skills aren't the best. We practice on that hoop. Unfortunately, the scoreboard is down, so Ryan is actually working for the first time on this hoop. He is going for the official record right now, yes. So, Miles, we do not have anybody from Guinness here, but we are within all the Guinness regulations. We have 3 different cameras. There's one over there behind the hoop. There's one right here, and then there's another one somewhere. I don't know where it is. But we are following all the Guinness regulations. We have the scoreboard up there. Scoreboard is on the camera. We have an official scorekeeper. You know, this is an official attempt, man. This is an official attempt. I know, Georgia. Mind-blowing. Yet here we are. Here we are. I like to tell this story sometimes because so I was lucky enough to meet Ryan early on in his time moving to this area. He was hired as the coach at Lake Region. How much time left? We got 43 minutes left, or sorry, about 44 minutes, and we are about, holy smokes, we are over 30 above pace right now. We have the video from the last one going up here so we can compare it to the scoreboard to see where we're at. And as you can see, we're above pace right now by a good amount. Anyway, back to my story, just because I think this is really funny. So Ryan, you know, he's got a baby face. He's a young man, you know. He comes in the gym to get introduced as our new varsity basketball coach. And before he gets a chance to say anything, I'm sitting there as an assistant, and I'm like, oh, is that a transfer student? That kid looks pretty good. And then lo and behold, I find out that's our coach, you know, and And ever since he's been in this area, he's brought nothing but good stuff, you know. Everyone's a better shooter, man. This guy right here, he couldn't make a jump shot before Ryan came around. Now he's stroking them, you know. So we're having fun here, you know. It's all about the family. It's all about the community. Again, I'll mention the Moody Courts shirts. Again, if you haven't had a chance to check out Pat Moody's story, go on Facebook, type in Pat Moody, and you'll see everything you need to see. We're doing this in his honor tonight. We were already planning on doing this, but Matt Mayo, sorry, I get what's up, Matty Mayo? Anyway, we were already planning on doing this challenge tonight, and in the wake of the tragedy in our basketball community, we wanted to do something special, and so I implore you to go find the GoFundMe, donate to the Pat Moody Foundation. It's all going to a good cause, right? It's all going to go to youth sports in the Wyndham area and surrounding areas, and yeah.
Staying about 35 above his world record pace. Not even the time pace that we had for the original attempt. This is the pace he was shooting to get the original record.
And I think that's important to mention, JoJo. So the pace that we're talking about, we had a whole different pace. So it's going to get a little confusing for you folks at home, but there's a pace that is set to break the record, and then there's a pace that is Ryan's old record, okay? So right now we're judging off Ryan's record, and that is already multiple, 10, 15, or really 30, 40 above the original pace that we set. So this sounds like a bunch of mumbo jumbo probably to you guys, but to us, this is big news. We are really doing well right now. We are really doing well.
And it's also crazy because he's been practicing free throws for the past few months.
Right. We haven't been shooting as many threes he hasn't been shooting as many threes as he was in the beginning. So, we're really coming in here kind of blind. It's been a while since we've attempted the 3-pointers in an hour, but if you know Ryan, it's like riding a bike, man. He ain't gonna lose anything. Again, any questions, any comments, any concerns, any stories? If you want to share a story about Ryan, if you want to share a story about any of our rebounders, if you want to share a story about Pat Moody even, right? If you want to, anything you want to be said or to be brought. What's up, Hayden? Hayden, what's up, buddy? Zach Rabita's just joined in. What's up, Hayden? Not much, man. Out here attempting to break the record again. It's an official attempt. We are following all the guidelines. Noah Dupre is in the building. What's up, Noah? Is Ryan Martin the main Mamba? He is. We need to coin that. Nick Curtis has just joined. Nick, you are somebody I think who will appreciate this, man. We're doing this tonight for Pat. I know you're from that Wyndham community, and you probably know better than anybody just the tragedy that we're going through as not just an area but a community of sports players, of basketball players, of human beings, of men, of women, of humans. So yeah, here we are. Oh, where's Ryan at shot wise? If you want to keep the active count, I don't mind continuing to pan over, but we have the live stream on YouTube as well with the scoreboard right on there. So right now we're at 512. At this time, on our last attempt, we were at 464.
I'll put the link.
Perfect. We're going to put the link to a YouTube channel right in the comment section. Should be right in the comment section. Once again.
Filter or something, but...
Yeah, there's the link there. It's all... Yeah, that's it right there. Should I pin it? Let's pin it. The link to the YouTube is pinned right there. Your old gym teacher, man. Mason Wayne. You know what? He's pretty accessible. I'm sure if you sent him a message or something like that, I'm sure he'd get right back to you. I know he's talked many times about his old students. Are you an Acton Elementary kid, or are you where were you lucky enough to have Ryan as a gym teacher? Let's see if he answers. Donato, Peter, what's up? Is that Pete? What's up, Peter? Peter Donato just tuned in. That's a bucket right there if I've ever seen one. Acton Elementary, yeah, man, that's where we were lucky enough to get Ryan from. That's a beautiful school. I played in Ryan's men's league down in Acton a few years ago. Nice area. All right, what else we got here? So, don't forget too, if you are tuning into our YouTube, subscribe to that channel. You know, it helps us out a ton. You know, we are trying to not only bring you guys entertainment and do some fun stuff and break some records, but we also want to grow this channel and we want to reach more people. So the more people who are tuning in, the more people who are sharing, the more people who are subscribing, the better it will be. Yeah, Mason, shoot him a message, man. Definitely.
I'd say he's about 60 above pace.
So we're currently 60 above pace. Now, to try to make you understand that basically means that Ryan could miss his next 60 shots and still be right where he needs to be. Correct, JoJo? I mean,
to make his last
still
record,
be, yeah. So, I mean, that's something right there. Like, if you think about that, that's incredible. We are dealing with truly the greatest shooter I've ever seen. And I said this last time on the stream, and I don't think I was heard, but I'm happy to say, or I'm confident to say that Ryan Martin is the greatest shooter in the world. Now, is there great shooters out there who are as great as him? Maybe, but there's no better than Ryan Martin. You don't get there's no better shooters out there, right? You can be a great shooter, but this is the pinnacle right here. I mean, we're about 60 makes above his world record pace last time. It's incredible.
There's not many people who can go out for an hour. Yes, there's great professional basketball players,
Yeah.
you name like Steph Curry, but he's not going to probably be able to withstand an hour of just complete shooting nonstop.
Yeah, who knows? That's something, you know, that's something that somebody brought up to me the other day when I was talking about Ryan as a shooter. And the thing is Ryan is no longer training to play basketball. He is training to shoot, right? He's no longer playing in the men's leagues. He's no longer trying to play in Canada, this or that. This is what he's doing now. This is his bread and butter. So you know what? Yeah, he's shooting, man. He's the shooter.
And
that's Ryan right there, for those of you asking. He's attempting to break the record for most threes made in an hour.
the crazy thing is he's still improving. Like you see
Yeah.
with this right here, I believe it's to the long practicing he's been doing, like shooting high reps for a very long extended period of time, and I feel like that pace and that stamina has improved, which is crazy, especially at an older age. Not saying Ryan's old.
Yeah, you know. Well, hey, I wrote down his birthday earlier, and I was a little shocked. Anyway, yeah. So I think it's important to say, me and JoJo have been here for all the attempts, and when he first attempted this, Ryan is a very in shape guy. How's the pace? We are currently, I can't even do the math. He was at
73.
73 above pace. Too much for my Lake Region math. Anyway, score. That's what we're at right now. That's where we were last time at this time, 543. That's where we are this time. I mean, we're talking a massive difference. A massive difference. All right. I am going to disconnect here from the Instagram for a second, and I will probably be back around the 20 minute mark. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. What's the record? The record is 1,174, right?
Yeah,
1,174. We should know this. If you want to know what the record is, let's click on his page. I'm sure it's. Look at me not. Look at me not doing my homework here. Whatever the record is, Ryan Martin holds it. It's 1,174. I'm almost positive. Let's see here.
I got it right here.
We got it.
34, not 74.
34. My bad. That's my
He's on
dyslexia
pace
there.
for 74.
I mean, he's on pace for more than 74 at this rate, so my bad. Zeke, thank you for joining. Anyway, if you want to continue watching, go over to the YouTube. The link is right there. Go over to YouTube, subscribe, and you'll get a bird's eye view of this whole thing, right? You won't have to listen to me friggin' ramble and wave the camera around, right? Click on the link. Thank you. Camden, hold on, right before we end this thing. Camden Johnson, what's up, Cam? Get over on the YouTube, because we're about to end this live stream. We'll be back on in a little bit, but head over to the YouTube, folks. Who's this guy? Yeah, no, we're killing it. Another thing that is important for us to bring up. Oh yeah, so the score to beat is so the official score to beat is 1,134, which we just said. Now, there's a rumor that another person attempted this record and got 1,165. We don't know the validity of those claims. I do know I saw a video of it on TikTok, and I don't know if they were following all the guidelines that we are, so whether or not that's official, we're not sure. But right now, we are on pace to crack that anyway. So there is a little bit of extra motivation to do this. There is potentially another person gunning for this record, but we are on a...
Pull up the YouTube live stream now.
Yeah. That's your gaming mic?
Right.
Am I being heard right now?
Yeah, you're being heard.
Oh, I got you, yeah.
You'll be...
JoJo's lucky enough to bring us the mic, man. If you're friends with me on Snapchat, I'm gonna post a picture of the setup we got here. It's kind of cool. If you're not friends with me on Snapchat, too bad. Yeah, I'm leaning back right now for this. You know what? 1 second, folks. We're gonna get a good shot of this. Boom. We love it. We got Stanger in the background too. Anytime Stanger's in the background of a photo, that doubles the value. Doubles the value.
Just 100 above pace right now.
Unbelievable.
That's actually
Unbelievable. And see, we were under the impression that the crowd would help Ryan, and now you kind of got to wonder, was that maybe getting in his way? I don't know. Or is it just the practice that we've been talking about?
I think it's a number of things, definitely.
Yeah, because he's never been one to shy away from a crowd. I would think it's the practice that we've been putting in.
That's one of the craziest things that sticks out between Ryan and I'd say the average basketball player is mentality. I think that could even go to the professional level, but the mentality of him shooting, he really just locks in and gets into that like flow state.
Yeah.
And nothing else comes in.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably like yell, "Hey Ryan, like your house is on fire." I don't think he'd stop shooting. Should we try it? No, we won't try it. He's got enough houses anyway. He's not worried about it. Oh yeah. So anyway, yeah. Jeff Grigsby just commented, "Go Ryan." I gotta say, without Jeff, this whole crossover, between the Moody Foundation, the Moody Hoops Group, the Moody Courts, and Dr. Buckets would not have been a thing. I know that Ryan is a big fan of community people. Ryan is a community person in the making. He does so much. Anytime somebody from our community, anytime something like this happens in our community, it's felt hard, So here we are trying to do our part. We all got our Moody shirts on. If you haven't yet, or even if you have, go find the GoFundMe for the Moody Foundation and donate, because it's all going to go to a good cause. If there's one thing I can guarantee you, something with the name Moody on it, it's going to go to a good cause. They've got good people, good people in charge of that, and they're going to pick up right where Pat left off. So that's why we're wearing the shirts there. Ryan's in the Moody shirt himself. Just a legendary man, as we attempt to, a legendary feat in his honor. So thank you all for tuning in. I hope that you guys get a chance to check out Pat Moody's story. Go on Facebook, type in Pat Moody, and you'll see everything you need to see. A legend. And just to, segue, we have a legend of our own here, shooting the ball, Ryan Martin. He is the current world record holder. There is potentially somebody who has, passed it, so that's kind of why we're here. We want to make sure that's not a thing, and also Ryan's never satisfied with his first attempt.
Just reached 100 over pace.
We're 100 over pace right now, so anybody who guessed that he was going to make about 100 more than he did last time, you may be getting your shooting drill. I will say, you might be getting your workout. We're getting close. In about 4 or 5 minutes, I'm going to go back to Instagram. I'll probably be on the Instagram Live for the last 20 minutes or so, just to really give you guys all that behind-the-scenes thing. Obviously, we're doing this, to break the record, but two, we want to bring some entertainment into your life. It's not the same as an NBA game or a high school game, but the way that we shoot the threes nowadays, you might as well just watch this. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, Christ, Wemby's taking, goodness, I should say. Wemby's jacking him up like he's Steph Curry, So, hey.
8 threes, 50-point game. He is unreal.
You got to love it. taking step back, shooting them from the logo. And that's kind of a fun, like, it's fun to think about. Like, I'd love to see like Ryan shoot against somebody like Wemby, because obviously Wemby is a ridiculously good shooter, and he's not going to miss many wide open threes.
That is an open invitation to Victor. If you would like
Yeah,
to
hey Victor, if you'd like to come down, we'll even fly you out.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
put the funds together.
we'll fly you out, man. And yeah, if you want to bring Steph or somebody too, you know, I don't know how close you are with him yet. I mean, you know, bring Chris Paul down. You know, CP3. I will say, I know Ryan has. Now, I don't know how to say this. I don't want to say he's beaten him in a competition, but I know that Ryan has outshot Seth Curry before. Now, Seth Curry and Ryan Martin are the same age. They're in the same class, and they both happen to go to 5-star basketball camp together. And they were roommates on the same team, and each team had one person each team had one player from their team who got to go and represent their team in shooting contests. And I can tell you one thing, it wasn't Seth Curry who represented their team, it was Ryan Martin. So, if that says anything, you know, he can shoot with the best of them, because we all know he may not be Steph, but he can, you know, he's a hell of a shooter, so.
Still one of the greatest shooters.
I mean, come on, right? So, Seth, if you're tuned in and you want to run it back, man, we'll fly you out.
Yeah.
Or maybe ask Steph to fly you out.
Get a Seth Ryan reunion.
Yeah. Come on, make it happen. All right, we're getting close here to the 25-minute mark, and we are currently
115 above.
Woo! Should we tell Ryan that, or does he know?
Let's wait.
We'll wait. We'll wait. I like. Yeah, and honestly, you can tell he's not really showing signs of fatigue yet. They will come, but I do know around this time in his last attempt, he started cramping up. And, you know, so this is around that time where your body starts to fatigue. I mean, he's been jumping up and down now for 40, you know, for almost 3/4 of an hour. So we're trying to see if he can withstand that, if he can put in a little more energy and finish strong, you know? I think he can. I think he can do it. The question is, who is going to be getting the free workout? Let's check the Facebook page. Let's see if, some of the comments over on Facebook. We've got, how do I do this? There it is. We've got,
Oh, wow.
oh, Ben Miller with 1,190. That still seems a little low, crazy enough. Yeah. We got Julie Kosika, who, if you didn't know, that's my mom. She guessed 1,121. That could be a good guess.
That's a good guess.
And I know she ain't shooting any jump shots. I bet you if she wins, I might have to take that workout. You know, I don't know who else, you know, jeez. Jeff Grigsby's put in a 1,213. That's a pretty solid guess right there. Jeff is a great shooter himself. I don't know if he needs the workout. So, hey, Jeff, if you win, I know you got a buddy of yours who's not a very good shooter who could use the workout. Anyway, on to the next one. Brian Kenyon. We got 1,166. You know, decent guess. Walker Cooper, 1,172. So a lot of realistic guesses here. But it looks like he's pretty high above pace right now. So I think it would be cool. He might have a score higher than anything I've seen commented. We'll see. We're getting a little carried away maybe, but we got something going on here. We got Jake Sear, 1,206. Andy Kenny, 1,210. A lot of good guesses here. Peter Dixon, 1,174. Zach Robita, 1,159. Zach could use that workout. No, I'm just kidding, Zach. Oh, Joe Quirian. Can't wait to play a round of pig with you. Only you have to shoot. You have to be shortstop after and throw. Ooh, I don't know. Joe Quirian. I don't know if you want to play a round of pig with Ryan Martin. You know, I don't know. What else? We got Ryan Cormier. That name sounds familiar. Who's that? I don't know. Ryan Cormier. Well, he's from Rumford, Maine, lives in Bridgeton. I don't know you, but good guess there of 1,142, even though... Isn't that one below his line? Yeah, it's one below. He's guessing one below. Interesting. Mike Verrill. 1,206. That's another good guess. A lot of guesses right around that 1,200 mark, which actually I think is proven to be a pretty good guess. Oh man, this is exciting. This is exciting. We're good. We just checked to make sure our count was accurate, and it is. So we're doing great. And that's why we got a team here, right? We got a team of people trying to figure everything out. And
I thought the number was 100 off because he's shooting 100. That's better right now, but it is completely correct. I just double checked.
okay, yeah. So we're good, yeah. We were just checking to make sure that we weren't just messed up on the pace. We really are 100 over pace right now. We really are 100 over pace. Again, this is an official attempt. Guinness has been notified. We are following all of the Guinness regulations. We have, we've got 3 different cameras pointing at Ryan and at the scoreboard. It's all official, right? This is Guinness approved. The only thing we don't have is a Guinness representative. But you know what?
Those are hard to come by these days.
Yeah, and unlike Wemby, we weren't offering them a round trip. So Wemby, if you hear this, unlike the Guinness people, we will fly you out if you want to come and challenge Ryan to a shooting contest.
I'm pulling up the pace again.
We're getting the pace back up.
On the story.
Yeah. We're gonna do that. And then when we get down to 15 minutes, we're gonna live stream the final 15 minutes right from the Instagram because I think that's what the people want. Let me see. Where was I just? Oh yeah. Sorry, I got a couple screens I'm looking at right now, and if anybody knows me, I don't do well with even one thing to pay attention to. So, I've got a lot of jobs here. Man, I keep. Funny. All right. Bang. And we are at about 21 minutes left, a little under that. We have 943. We are looking pretty good right now, ladies and gentlemen. Things are absolutely flying. Things are flying. Oh man. This is again, this is an official attempt. We have everything in place to make this an official attempt. If we are to break the record by a good amount, this will all go to Guinness. It'll all hopefully get put through and approved. So this is another exciting day for us. All right. We are getting closer and closer. Will Clemmer, thanks for commenting. Another, another person who has gotten the experience of playing against Ryan Martin on more than one occasion, and he knows it is not the most fun when he is doing this in your face. And another person, Will, who's definitely touched by Pat. Will is a Wyndham alumni. I know that Pat probably taught you how to shoot, huh, Will? So that's we're all in our Moody shirts, as you can see. We are asking people, if they haven't yet, go check out the foundation. Go see if you want to make a donation to a good cause. Pat Moody is a legend in our community. Not just our community, but the basketball community, the driving community, the parent community, the you know what I'm saying? Like, this guy was just all that in a bag of chips, and we're dedicating tonight to him, and he loves good basketball, and this is good basketball right here. So we know Pat is somewhere watching and rooting for Ryan. As we're all rooting for Pat and his family right now, because it's. He was a special man. Special man. WWPD, well, that's right. What would Pat do? Generally the right thing, I will say. He generally did the right thing. Anyway, back to the action here. We're 5 away from 1,000, 4 away from 1,000, 3 away from 1,000. We are 2 away from 1,000. Oh, Wow. 2 away from 1,000. And we are breaking the 1,000 mark right now. And if you are interested, I am going to get that live stream on Instagram back up. And we are going to go live from the Instagram.
Well, let me post
Oh,
one more thing
yes.
real quick.
First, we're going to make a quick post for all you at home who are keeping tabs. Again, just to go over the people who are out there working for us, you got Ian Robershaw handing the ball off to Ryan. And I will say, Ryan swears he shoots better when Ian is passing him the ball. I'm not sure if there's anything to it. I do know that Ian is a legit baller, and he takes everything he does seriously on this court. So I bet you he's handing that ball off to Ryan with extra care in the same spot every time. And it's little things like that are what makes this so easy for Ryan. Yes, he's a great shooter. Yes, he puts in a lot of work. 2, he's a good man, and everybody wants to help him. Everybody wants to see him break this record for our community.
Check the pace.
Yep.
The post, and then we're good to take the live.
Yeah. We're going to get the pace posted up on the Instagram story, and then we are going to be live again. Oh, man. As you can see, I don't know if you can pick this up from home, but the sweat is starting to show through Ryan's shirt. He's getting a little bit, maybe a little bit tired, but I will say he looks like he could go for 2 hours. That's all I'm going to say.
He's about to beat his previous record.
That's right. My goodness, he's with so much time left. And now is a good time to talk with that segue about 2 hours. Ryan is currently training to attempt the record for most three-pointers made in a day. So most three-pointers made in 24 hours. I don't know what that is. I should know, but I don't. I didn't quite do all my research. But I will say that if he does attempt that feat, that will be a fun day. That will be a day filled with live streaming, filled with fun, filled with just a lot of different stuff. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you stay tuned in so you know when we're going to attempt those. We're past the old record, right?
No, I was 1,140.
Oh, 100. That's right. Look at us, man. Look at us. We're figuring things out here.
It's 900. I'll know the pace.
Yep. It's the best way to do it without having to think too much. Whoa, dude.
This is insane.
And I don't mean to, but we are flying right now, folks. If you were impressed last time, and we all were, Ryan could essentially miss 100 shots in a row, and 160 shots in a row, and still be on pace to tie his record of last attempt. I mean, this is, folks, this is special. This is special. You know, this is somebody who's put in a lot of work, a lot of hours in this gym right here, and in all gyms, right? A lot of work to get here, right?
This is the hard work will get you. If you just stay determined and disciplined, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's make 2,000 shots in an hour.
Exactly. The thing is you got to be disciplined, right? A great quote from Ryan, actually. This is straight. I mean, I'm sure he got it from someone else. I can't remember who it was, but everybody wants to be the beast. Nobody wants to do what the beast does. And I can tell you from example, Ryan does what the beast does, and that is what we are seeing right now. So head on over to Instagram if you're an Instagram guy, because we are going live in 2, 1. All right, folks, if you weren't on our YouTube, I'll give you a second to trickle in. I know it takes people a second. You know.
Yes.
I know when I see that link, I click on it instantly, but hey, that's just me. That's just me. Not all of us are Dr. Bucket fanatics. Teaching band, what's up? Welcome. Zach Robita is back. Zach, I don't know if you're following along on the YouTube, but I was just mentioning how you put in a pretty good guess and how you could really use that workout, so hopefully you win. No, I'm just giving you a hard time. 24-hour world record is 10,381, set by the same guy who... Oh! Thank you, Zach, giving us that behind-the-scene information. Now, am I the only one who thinks that's a little bit low for a 24-hour attempt, considering what we're at for an hour attempt?
Yeah. I think it is also different with how long it is, because without sleep, that will change how you shoot.
True.
I think the best way to figure that out is just do it
Yeah, no, you're right.
We're 34 shots away from
34 shots away from the record. I want to take this chance real quick to thank Paul True and the people at Lake Region High School for giving us a place to do this, to have fun, to play basketball, you know, because we don't just do these shooting drills, right? We come here, we help Ryan for a little bit, and then we get down to the nitty-gritty and we get to court ourselves. So a quick thank you to Paul True and all the custodians and all, you know, Andy Madera and all the people at Lake Region High School who make this possible. You know, without you guys, without the rebounders, right? Without the JoJo on the you know, the technology stuff, without Jeff Porter on the scoreboard, we don't have this situation, right? We don't. Okay. Yo, what's up, Bailey? What's up, Bailey?
He needs to slow down so he can do this again.
I know, right? Jeez and crow. Jeff Grigsby has just joined the live feed. That brings me another chance to plug Jeff in, and thank you to Jeff for making all this all the Moody stuff happen tonight, right? We're lucky enough to have Jeff. He's a Lake Region guy who's migrated over to Wyndham, so he knows about what's going on over here. He knows about what's going on over there. Good friends with Ryan. Very close with you know, the late great Pat Moody. And because of people like Jeff, you know, they're going to keep that Pat Moody Foundation alive, right? And because of people like Ryan, we are going to keep breaking records. We are 2 makes away from tying the record. We have just tied the record, ladies and gentlemen, and we have just broken Ryan's record. Now, the record that is potentially set by another person is 1,165 or something like that, which right now I can tell you one thing, we are busting that man up, right? That guy had the audacity to send Ryan a direct message too. Okay, you know what? That's fine. I like the confidence. But here we are, right? Because actions speak louder than words. And we are breaking the record again. And we already have the record here. With 11 minutes to go, we have already broken the record, folks. Jack Bueller, what's up, Jack? Courtney, thanks for joining. We also want to thank Courtney. You know, sometimes when Ryan shoots a little bit too much, and he, you know, sometimes us old men need trainers too. So I know Courtney was around last time to help Ryan recover from his last attempt. So, you know, thank you to Courtney. And what's up, Courtney? Thank you for joining in. All right, folks. This is a lot of craziness here. Okay, we are up to getting close to breaking the record that was potentially set by the other guy. I have that number on my phone. Let me check that real quick. It looks like that number was 1,165. So we are 5 away from breaking the potential other person's record, which we don't think is Guinness official, but, or I mean, not we don't think. I don't think. I'm the only one who cares. But we are 1 shot away from tying his record, which we have just done, and we have passed it now with 10 minutes and 3 seconds to go. And we are, do we know what we are for pace? I know JoJo's doing a lot of stuff over there, so he's, you know, let's go, Ryan. Thank you, QFIP. Thank you, QFIP. It's looking like, man, I don't think anybody is going to win the workout with Ryan.
No.
I don't think anybody had enough faith in Ryan. I thought about guessing something crazy, too, and I should have, you know, but I probably would have guessed. Grigsby's got a new guess out there. Yeah, you know, I like it. I think we can honor that for you, man. I will say, one of the few people who I've seen, well, all right, let's slow down here for a second. Another real great shooter, Jeff Grigsby. He's, I'll never forget the first time I actually faced off against him in an alumni game, and this man was cash from 3. And then he did the same thing to my brother 4 years later, man. That guy's got a jump shot that never goes. So thank you again to Jeff Grigsby for making all this Moody stuff possible, right? WWPD, what would Pat do? Pat would be donating to his foundation. Not to make it about that, but Pat would do whatever it took to get the kids and the less fortunate people a chance. And that's not all it's about. You know, it's just about coming together as a community, right? CJ Langtang, thanks for joining in. Danny Thomas, the legendary Dan Thomas. Holy smokes! I don't even know what to say. There's a celebrity has just joined our feed. Dan Thomas from the shoot. From Evansville, Chicago, man, all the way from the other side of the, you know, wherever Chicago is. What is it, Indiana? Illinois. I'm just messing with you, Danny. Hopefully your mom isn't watching. Anyway. Indianapolis.
Hawkins, Indiana, for those Stranger Things people out there.
Well, hey, you know, Hawkins, Indiana. For them Stranger. I've actually never seen an episode of Stranger Things. But you want to talk about strange things. We are smashing this record, man. Like, what the heck?
That was clean.
This is like, what are we doing here? At this point, like I want to say something. Like, we were literally, about 10 minutes ago, we were trying to verify to make sure that we didn't mess up the scoreboard, because we were like, how is this guy killing it so much? But he is. He is. Anybody who guessed, what was the, I want to try to go find the highest guess. Whoops, what did I just do? I don't know what I'm doing here. I've never gone live on Instagram before. This is my first time, people. All right. We got a bunch of people joining in now. If anybody has any comments, any questions, any concerns, let us know.
I'll find the highest one.
Let us know. Cody Doobie, what's up?
12:10.
Max Tags. I know she's watching.
12:25.
12:25, which
Everly Roberts.
and we've already passed that, right?
Yes.
And we got 6 minutes to go. Coach, the good news is you're not giving anybody a workout. Oh no! He said he doesn't feel any pressure. He said be loud. He is stroking it. I shouldn't have said anything. Hey, folks, he told me to be as loud as I want. I wouldn't distract him, okay? That's what he said to me. I think that was the first time he missed 2 in a row all night. But this is when the fatigue will really start to set in. I mean, he's been shooting now for almost 55 straight minutes. Like I said earlier, you walk out in your kitchen, you jumping down, up and down for even 15 minutes. For 5 minutes, man, you're going to be laying on your floor asking for a sub. There's no subs here, right? No subs. What's up, Blake? Blake Kirk, what's up, man? Again, if anybody has anything, any comments, any stories about Pat Moody, any stories about Ryan, anything they want to share, right? We got 5 more minutes together, right? This is about the community here, right?
12:25 is the highest, yes.
JT Peterson, what's up, baby? 12 what?
25.
12:25 was the highest guess, and I don't know if that is going to count. Maybe, I don't know how Ryan's going to do it, but who was it who did the guess? Who was it who had that guess?
Everly Roberts.
So right now, Everly Roberts has the highest guess, or the closest guess, I should say.
And the highest guess.
And the highest guess. I could say both things and be correct. That doesn't happen very often in life. Not often can you say both things and be correct.
Let me just pull up the pace to see.
Yeah,
where
let's
we're at.
just for the fun of it. I know we were 160 over earlier. I know he's probably slowed down a tad bit because we're getting tired. Oh, Will Clemmer. That's right. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. We might have had a higher guess. We might have had a higher guess earlier on YouTube. Let's check that real quick. We don't like to pass out any false information here on Dr. Bucket's channel. What's up, the 6 shooter? Jacoby True, how you doing? Hopefully you can shoot like this season, man. Hopefully you can get some of this rubbing off onto you. Look forward to coming and watching you play. We don't have shot count or percentage yet. That stuff will come after. We have, I'm actually pretty sure Ryan just goes and calculates that himself. He's a math guy, but we will have that information posted on the pages as soon as we have that information for you guys. I'm currently trying to check to see, because we have a claim that we potentially have a higher guess. All right, Will Clemmer.
I'm checking the YouTube.
Checking the YouTube now.
Yep.
Will Clemmer.
12:30.
Aye. Yep. Official. What was that at? It was 12,000. What was it? 1,200 and. What was his guess?
32.
Hey. Will, if he's going with the closest guess, you might have just earned yourself a little workout, which I know I know you could use, not because you're not a great player, but I know that back in your time, they didn't let you shoot the threes. Right? Man, Christ's sakes, you'd be...
I found a new high.
Uh-oh.
It's 2,625.
Wait a minute, though, but they'd have to get over that.
Yeah.
So, as long as he doesn't get to 2,000 or whatever number he just said, I think you're good.
I think you're pretty safe.
And again, Will is somebody who's from that Wyndham community. He knows exactly what these shirts mean. What would Pat do? Pat would do right. Pat would do the right thing. I can tell you that for sure. Just a funny story about Pat. I remember how I kind of first met him was playing at his house in his gym that he built, and I left my state championship ring there. You know, just because I wear this thing everywhere. Hold on a minute. Let's just flex real quick. I wear this thing everywhere, right? And I left it at his house after playing pickup. He made a nice little Facebook post tagging in all the Lakers and alumni he knew who went on to grill me for about 20 minutes. And then after that, he told me, hey, come grab your ring whenever and get shots up anytime you feel like it. My gym, door's open. And that's just the kind of guy he was, you know.
About 2 minutes here.
About 2 minutes left. We are shattering the record. You know, I wonder if maybe, I wonder if Ryan's getting a little help from somebody, you know, from a great shooter in his own ranks, because Ryan's a great shooter, but this is above and beyond what we were expecting. This is above and beyond what we were really what we were expecting. So thank you all for being here and coming along for the ride. We got 1 minute and 40 seconds left to try and push this thing even further. We know that there's other people gunning for this record, and if they are, they've got
About 315 above.
yeah, they've got some work to do. If
Or 215, sorry.
no, you're good. 215 above. They've got some work to do if they want to catch this record here. Yeah, this is exciting stuff.
Have a minute left. Got 45 seconds. It's not a question if he's gonna beat it, it is just by how much.
This is fun, and this is one of those things where it couldn't happen to a better guy, man. This guy has put in the work. This isn't somebody who just woke up one day and realized he could shoot a basketball. This is hours in the gym, right? This is days and days of Ryan McFedrin rebounding for him back in the day, right? This is his dad, you know, this is all the people who have put in the work to help Ryan get to where he is, right? And if you're somebody who's been around Ryan and you're somebody who's played basketball with him, you know that he will thank you for helping him get to this spot. And ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Count it. 1,372.